Good day, ma'am and classmates. For today, we are going to learn multimedia elements about sound. At the end of this topic, you should be able to understand the introduction to sound, digital audio, and adding sound to multimedia projects. What is sound? Sound comprises the spoken word, voices, music, and even noise. It is a complex relationship involving a vibrating object, which is sound source, a transmission medium, usually air, a receiver ear, and a receptor brain. Sound is measured in decibel or dB. This is the noise level. 30 has the equivalent of leaves rustling, soft music, whisper. 80 to 89, heavy traffic, window air conditioner, noisy restaurant, power mower. But sounds above 85 dB are harmful, and 114 noise levels is gunshot, siren at 100 feet. And sound waves are known as waveforms. This is the example of waveforms using the musical instrument. This is the type of sound. Sound, we have pleasant sound and noise. So, what is pleasant sound and noise? A pleasant sound has a regular wave pattern. The pattern is repeated over and over. But the waves of noise are irregular. They do not have a repeated pattern. Example of pleasant sound. Sound of musical instruments. Example of unpleasant sound. Sound of horns of buses. This is the characteristic of sound waves. Sound is described in terms of two characteristics, the frequency or pitch, and amplitude or loudness. Frequency is a measure of how many vibrations occur in 1 second. This is measured in hertz or abbreviation Hz, and directly correspond to the pitch of a sound. The more frequent vibration occurs, the higher the pitch of the sound. Sound below 20 Hz are intrasonic. Intrasonics, vibrational or stress wave in elastic media. Having a frequency below those sound waves that can be detected by the human ears. Sound above 20 Hz are ultrasonic. Ultrasonic, vibration of frequencies greater than an upper limit of the audible range for human, that is greater than about 20 kilohertz. Amplitude is the maximum displacement of a waveform, an equilibrium position. The louder a sound, the more energy it has. This means loud sound of a large amplitude. We continue with the digital audio. Digital audio is the representation of sound stored in the form, samples point, and quality of digital recording depends on the sampling rate, that is the number of sample taken per second. And there are three sampling frequency often used in multimedia, which are 44.1 kHz, 22.05 kHz, and 11.025 kHz. Here are the example of the sampling rate. The higher the sampling rate, the more the measurements are taken, or better quality. The high sampling rate is the better quality. And the lower the sampling rate, the lesser the measurements are taken. So basically, the low sampling rate is the low quality. Here are the processes considered before adding sound to the multimedia project. First, 1. You need to determine the file format, either compatible with multimedia authoring software or not. Second, you need to determine the sound playback capabilities. I recorded the codecs of plugin. Third, one, you need to decide what kind of sound is needed. For example, background music, spatial sound effect, or spoken dialogue. Fourth, you need to decide where and when you want to use ID digital audio or MIDI data. Fifth, you can need to acquire source material by creating it from scratch or purchase. 6. You need to edit the sound to fit your project. And the last one, probably the sound, to be sure they are timed properly with your project. That's all, mom and classmates. Thank you.